Tiff and the Punisher ready for a stand, facing down the system with a plan in hand. Families torn apart, it's a painful sight. They're here to make it right, under the moon's soft light. CPS on the doorstep, knocking at the door. Mothers crying, children hiding on the floor, fighting for the family's hearts, heavy yet bold. In every whisper story, the truth is being told. Free our kids, save the family, hold them tight. Every voice, every heart shining through the night. Fight for the Constitution, stand your ground. It's not over until justice is found. Podcasts and voices breaking through the noise, speaking for the silenced, giving them a choice. Breaking down the walls, lifting up the veils. Truth comes marching in, guided by the trails. Fade backing down till the dawn's early light, standing tall and firm, ready for the fight. The world may try to silence, but they won't be ignored. Freedom's melody echoes in every chord. Free our kids, save the family, hold them tight. Every voice, every heart shining through the night. Fight for the Constitution, stand your ground. It's not over until justice is found. Kids, save the family, hold them tight. Every voice, every heart shining through the night. Fight for the Constitution, stand your ground. It's not over until justice is found. Justice found. Freedom found. Podcasts and voices breaking through the noise, speaking for the silence. Truth comes marching in, guided by the trails.
They are taking our kids every day. I shout them in and no one has a thing to say. For those who have been isolated, don't be worried, you have a voice today. So listen up everyone, here is the story. Child Protective Services is real. CPS is what they call it. They want our kids because it fills a lot of people's wallet. We all think it won't be us. We say when they come we will be so tough. It all sounds good when there's no one to take them. But when they come, your voice gets to breaking. Stay calm, step away. CPS ain't taking no one today. We are educated. Stay calm, step away. CPS, you need to leave. I know the tricks up your sleeve. You can't do what you're trying to do. We've done our homework. Don't do a damn thing without a warrant. You no longer will steal our kids this way. Tiff and the Punisher have come for the calling. They are giving us the CPS warning. Their voice is loud and clear. We stop losing our kids this year. Tiff wants to fight the entire planet. She is tired of our kids being taken, god damn it. She's been fighting CPS for 30 years, bringing children home from this disgusting mess. The Punisher is screaming out, abolish CPS and tear it down. Those kids' pictures held up like thin tags. Together we are stronger than we need. We will Tear down CPS with high speed. We will do so much being together. Birds of a feather flock together. So watch out, CPS, here we come. Picking you one by one. We promise to bring back the family and prosecute the caseworkers unhandily. So give us back the kids you have taken. Tiff and the Punisher sending you all on a vacation. The one with bars in the windows and the only games you play are on Nintendos. Corruption in courts, here we come. We won't stop until it's done. You judges need to learn what you stand for. This is Tiff and the Punisher warrior, and we cry out to all of you out there. We need support for a cause that many don't care. All children are being stolen way too often. So CPS, we plan on doing the stopping. Stop it.
Hi, everybody.
Hi,
I don't know where
I
Darren
know
went.
we're there. I'm right here, Tiff. I'm right here. So, I want everybody to welcome you to Tiff and the Punisher today. This is a wonderful, wonderful program. I think a lot of you should learn the Constitution from them, and I think that, I think that you should watch this. It's very, very good. Tiff is great. She's wonderful. And Punisher, he's okay too. But everybody watch Tiff and the Punisher today. Thank you.
As you can see, Darren got a new toy to play with tonight.
Married. I did. I turned it off.
All right, it's off. Sorry about that. All right, now I can come in.
So, Darren, you said, what
Yes.
should I put on the back of the T-shirt?
Yes.
CPS, we're coming for you. As soon as I saw it, I said, there it is.
Yes. All right, perfect. And that's what I'm gonna put on the back of the shirt then.
Yeah,
right,
and send me the
perfect.
website because I want to order one tonight.
I will. I'll have them done as soon as the show's over with.
Perfect.
We'll have our T-shirts out. So that will be awesome. We'll have the Tiff and Punisher T-shirts available after the show tonight. I just showed Tiff what they look like, and so far I've done those, and then I've done the Queen hats like Tiff's. So if any of you need to get a Queen hat, we will have those for sale also. That way everybody can be just like Tiff. So tomorrow, guys, we will have merchandise. I know it's taking me a while, but shit takes a while, I guess, sometimes.
Go ahead and show them the T-shirt.
All right. I'll show them. All right. Here's the. This is what this looks like so far, guys. 1, 2, 3, share. Let's see here. All right, here it is, right here. So what Tiff and I were talking about is what are we going to put on the back? And then she says, that's perfect right there. We'll have CPS. I'll put some graphics on it, and it'll say CPS is coming for you. We're coming for you.
CPS, we are coming for you.
We are coming for you, yes. So in some way, I will say that on the back. And then I'll do something cool with the sleeves. It's going to be a pretty badass T-shirt. So we'll have these for sale tomorrow. So, and don't worry, we're not going to jack the prices up so they're astronomical. We're not trying to make a bunch of money off of anybody. So it'll be affordable for everyone. But yeah, I think that's pretty cool.
I love it.
Yep, good stuff. And then of course I got a whole bunch of work to do because I got to get Benny one, I got to get Gunners, and everybody that has shows will have their own apparel that goes with it. So it'll be pretty cool. But that's what I'm working on, and the website and all of that stuff, and that's just taking me forever. But yeah. So what's up? What's going on? What do you hear? What's the hip hop? Heard Vinny had a visitor today.
Yes, he did.
Yeah,
Uh,
Vinny, you got to go there.
if he wants to talk about it, he can if he wants.
Yeah, why don't you pop in, Vinny? Give a little chat about your visitor today.
Because he said he had a really good day, so I want to hear about it.
Yeah. Vinny, it shouldn't be taking him that long. I probably was frothing at the bit just to come on here right now. I mean, he already popped up and commented. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So come in. Tell us about it. Get in here, Vinny. All right, here comes Vinny.
Okay.
You know what? I wish I had. Ooh, I wish I had a. Oh man, I'm gonna look. I bet I do have it. There's got to be. Yes, there is. This is
what I'm picturing Vinny about right now. Did you hear? Hey, Vinny, get on the show.
Oh my
Oh my
goodness.
goodness. Oh man. So he's coming. What did Doug Ford do?
What to do?
Yeah. What did Doug Ford do, Jonathan? Give us the update. What's up, Snake? No way. So, Tiff, while we wait for Benny, what do you think? What do you think's going on here with this administration?
Well,
Well,
the biggest
the
thing
biggest
this
thing
administration is
what
talking about.
is talking about.
Will you take me
Will you
off that
take me
voice
off
thing?
that voice thing? What voice? Would you hold that song?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, there we go. Sorry.
The biggest thing this administration is talking about is going back to the Constitution, which means superior law of the land. So everybody needs to read the Constitution so that you understand when they say stuff about the Constitution, you know what they're talking about. Because I heard yesterday that Pam Bondi said any states that do not follow federal law, she will come for them. And when we have judges that are saying, you know, the Constitution doesn't apply and all that bullshit, just remind them that the Constitution is the superior law of the land, and this administration is making sure that it stays the superior law of the land. And
And if you don't
everybody
have one,
needs to read it. Huh?
right, there's the one right here. I'm going to give you guys a link. Boom, right there in the chat. There's a link for you guys. That's for the these download for the Constitution right there. If you guys don't have it, and then I don't know. I got to figure out how to put it in the descriptions down below. You know, Vinny, my man, what happened?
Hello.
Vinny? Let's hear about your day, Vinny.
Yeah, let's hear about today.
Well, I woke up to a text message this morning from Mr. Tanawa Downing to meet with him, as you guys can see right there.
Yeah, look at that. You saw him in the flesh. Is he tall in person as he looks to be?
Oh yeah. He's a little bit taller than I am, and I got to meet with Miss Jessica Saxton, who's doing the civil rights stuff against the judges on the CPS side.
Yeah.
So today they went up to Augusta with my affidavit, which is the under color of law 241 and 242.
Yeah.
And served it on the highest AG in Maine.
Oh, nice. Very good.
And the Supreme Court that is in Kennebec County, which I will be appearing at tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
and I am filing my lawsuit in that same court tomorrow.
Awesome, man. Good for you. That is good for you.
And we got further other news, but I ain't gonna tell that news out to the public just yet.
Mm-hmm.
But it may be very well good news.
Oh, good. Good. So
My case has taken a turn for the better.
That's good. About freaking time, man. So can you say that it's close to being over? Good for you, man. Good for you. Good for you.
I'm proud of you. You didn't waver. You didn't break. Nothing.
Nope.
Nope.
It took a lot of backbone to do what you've done, man.
And the funny part about it all is all the motions that I had sent to these people, because I served them the motions through email. The funny part about that is when I served them in the email, they submitted that as evidence to the judge.
Evidence of what? That you know what you're doing?
Well, they said it was me threatening them. No, they were motions. And when they submitted it as evidence, now the judge is privileged to look at them, which meant I didn't even have to file my goddamn motion.
Right. That's awesome. So all the motions have been seen. That's good. Good stuff. Pop it, Vinny. Say it. You got something you're holding back.
Well, there is a good chance that either tomorrow or Thursday, my children will be coming home.
Oh, good for you, man. That's awesome. That's good for you, brother.
That's what my wife's attorney told her today.
That is awesome.
Well, if that happens, we'll have to do a reunion show on Thursday.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yep. Good stuff.
That will be huge.
Huge. That will be everything, man. That's what all this has been about, is getting your kids back.
Well, it's because they never provided or got the Facebook data from the stepdaughter, and they destroyed the phone.
Right.
And then on top of that, they found that the supposed text messages that they supposedly had were considered, what did he say? I'm going to find this real quick so I can read it so you guys can understand.
But isn't
what they did.
Isn't what they did with the phone destroying evidence?
Yes. Yep.
That's what I thought. Why hasn't anybody been charged?
Well, the funny part about it is that the email I received was my attorney from Portland sent this over to my attorney in the CPS case. I heard back from Corey that the 1,000+ messages cannot be substantiated by the Facebook dump. So cannot be substantiated, but yet they got an indictment on unsubstantiated paperwork. And that was sent to him with the thing of the DA in Portland said it and the state cop said it.
So all your stuff should be dismissed.
Yep. That's good stuff, Vinny.
And whoever destroyed that phone needs to be brought up on criminal charges.
That would be the cousin.
The who?
The cousin. The one that started it all.
Yeah. And whoever made that complaint against you should be arrested for filing a false report.
That would be the cousin as well.
Well, it looks like the cousin needs to go to prison.
Right. Cousin's got some jail time coming up.
Not only that, they're going to lose their house because I'm going for
Hell
blood.
yeah, Vinny, go for it, man. Everybody that screwed you, go get them. Good stuff.
And my lawsuit is quite precise.
That's good. Good stuff, man.
And it's got 5 counts on it.
That's awesome. See, it's a good thing you found the show, Vinny.
Yeah, if it wasn't for my wife, I don't think I would have ever found this show. Even though I was watching Mr. Davis, so I was learning from him.
Right.
So I have nothing but respect for Mr. Davis and what he's doing, and of course us, and now Tawana Downing, because without him, I would have never gotten this thing filed up there.
Right.
And I was blown away at the fact of what he sent me today, and it basically states, I will read it so you guys can hear it. Provided on your behalf to the Deputy Attorney General, not just a Assistant Attorney General, but his deputy, the second highest Leo in the state.
That's good. Now, what does that mean that they serve them with that? What they got served with? What does that mean to them?
The affidavit is the violation under color of law.
So, what does that stop them from doing?
They cannot move. They cannot move on the case, and if they proceed any further, they can be charged as criminals.
Now, what makes it so that you can do that 1983 under the color of law with these people?
Because they're all acting under color of law.
And they abuse their power.
Yes, they did. Tremendously. After I have already served them under the color of law, and they still persisted.
Well, that was their first warning.
Now they got their second.
And what does that warning tell them? That you're coming after them for a lawsuit, or you're coming after them for
it can be enacted at any point in time. There is no statute on a COL.
And what is that? Was it get them jail time or something? They could be arrested, or
They can be arrested and charged.
but they're getting charged with whatever right they violated of yours. Is that what it is? That's
Yep.
I'm just asking so we can explain to these people what it is. How that
Basically,
goes.
you can put anything on there as far as constitutional rights or your Bill of Rights. You can put them on your COL paperwork, and if they violate it and come after you, that is also a cease and desist.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's a warning, and it's
Mhm.
only one, and that's the only one you need. Once it's served, you have been put on notice, and if you violate it, you don't need to send nothing else. You go straight to court.
Yep.
And then when you go to court, it goes and you bring them up against this, whatever your warning it was.
That's
whatever,
right,
whatever.
Jonathan. Perjury is up to 14 years, and I'll tell you what, I got that GL dead to rights on perjury because that bitch had been lying since the get-go.
Darren I called Darren one day because you have to, I got one of my law books out, and it actually said how you prove fraud, right? Because fraud is hard to prove. And one of the things that they said was material stuff, right?
Yeah, they're documents.
Right. So, there's a way to prove fraud. I think it was what was it, Darren? Misrepresentation of the facts, or
misrepresentation of facts. Yep.
Misrepresentation.
I already did that, Naylor. I gave them the notice last week of intent to sue, and then they never responded. So I sent them the lawsuit, and that will be filed in federal court tomorrow.
Do they have to answer your? Do they have to answer your night like an affidavit type deal?
I
Dude,
think they have 20 days.
they've been well over that 20 days.
No, once you file, they have 20 days to respond. But every state
Yep.
is different. It's up to
Well,
30 in some states.
I know that this ain't the only lawsuit. I mean, obviously Thomas Vane has his lawsuit on our Governor Janet Mills and Bobby Joe Johnson, the head of CPS. Not only that, I just learned today that Miss Laurel Libby is suing Ryan Facto, the head chair in the legislative committee.
Oh wow.
Now, in order for you to sue the state, right, you do understand that the attorney general has to agree to that, because you can't sue a state without permission.
To the guy that you
well,
just served the night to the color of law paperwork to.
yep.
But you can sue everybody else in their official and their private capacity. But to sue the state itself, now you can sue the county.
Can you really?
Yes. But the state, the attorney general represents the state, and the state has to give you permission to sue them.
This is, I can read it to you guys so you understand what we did. Affidavit for criminal conspiracy, Title 18 U.S.C. 241 and 242. The undersigned of law age does not swear the state of the following facts. On or about April 24th, a person portraying himself as a prosecuting attorney for Cumberland County, state of Maine, did in his official capacity deprive Vincent R. Torrey Jr., victim of his rights secured by the enumerated in the Constitution for the United States of America, when he charged the victim for an infamous crime by information and not by indictment from a grand jury as required by law. On or about April 2024, a person portraying himself as a district court judge for Cumberland County, state of Maine, did in his official capacity conspire by and between a person portraying himself as a prosecuting attorney for Cumberland County, state of Maine, in his official capacity as a person portraying himself as a law enforcement officer for Cumberland County, state of Maine, in his official capacity to deprive Vincent R. Torrey Jr., victim of rights secured by the amendment of the Constitution for the United States of America, when the victim was held to answer for an infamous crime by information in lieu of indictment by a grand jury, as required by the Clause 1 of Amendment 5 to the Constitution for the United States of America.
Yep. That's it. That's the one.
You are supposed to, by law of the Constitution, be present at an indictment hearing in front of a grand jury. That did not happen.
Yeah, I didn't know that anybody was ever present at a grand jury indictment. I wasn't aware of that one at all.
Actually, the sheriff's handbook says they are not to escort anybody outside of a courtroom to the jail unless they have been tried by a jury of their peers.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yep.
What's Spanny? Spanny's saying something down there.
I can't read that little stuff. Y'all know I'm a blind girl.
Says Tanawaz is a good guy, but people won't listen to me. He filed things wrong, got people thrown in jail, stole money and paperwork from people, stole cars from clients. But yeah, people don't listen to me anymore. She's saying be careful about Tanawa. So
He didn't steal anything from me.
no, just your heart, buddy. I mean, that's one case where the things go right. That's all. People can change too. People are all trying to fight this fight and get us to the end game, which is getting the kids home, and that's where this looks like where it's going. So that's good.
Yeah, they did. They did a lot of that, Lewis. They did a lot of ex parte. In my case, a lot, more than 6 times.
And those are unconstitutional. Even the law books say they're unethical.
Yep.
Yep.
And judges should not be listening to ex partes.
No.
Yeah, the fact that they destroyed the phone because they didn't want anyone knowing what she was actually doing online.
Well, there's actually an app that my daughter-in-law told me about that you could actually go to a different app and put in a different phone number and start texting people and having conversations.
Yes, you can. And you can put their picture in there too. Not only did it show that, it showed that it was AI generated.
Wow.
Well, Vinny, what's your last name?
Tori.
As my father would say. I guess the county you live in is going to be called Tory County.
Hell yeah. Damn right it is.
Yep.
Damn right. That's good shit, Vinny. That is really good, man.
It was definitely a great day, and and being able to meet Miss Saxon, she's fighting her own battle as well. They have tried to take her daughter from her repeatedly, and she has not allowed that to happen.
Good for her.
So I mean, I've been in her meetings, and I've seen the stuff that they've gotten accomplished, and it's been quite a bit.
Well, I mean,
Well, I'm
that's
sure
good.
it helps.
Matter of fact,
I'm sure it helps with
Matter
this
of fact-
new administration in there too.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, right. If it was Biden and they're
Um,
just still blocking everything and some to happen, right? They're not letting the floodgates open. But what's good is that there's somebody there that's actually doing the steps. They're making the steps. They're going to these places. They're putting this stuff out in front of people. They're not just talking about it, right, wrong, or indifferent. They're doing it. Like he's crossing this country. He's going to all the states to, put this stuff, put them on notice. So right, wrong, or indifferent, at least he's doing something.
Got to do something. I mean, you can't just sit around and wait and expect things to just kind of fall in place. Yeah, you got to keep persisting.
Yep.
Yeah, see, that's what the system wants, right? They want to break you, right, to where you have no more fight in you, and then they can say they won. But like I've said, especially during the holidays, you can't let them win, right? Because the depression, the sadness, the tears, all that, when it all kicks in, they win because they accomplished what they set out to do, to destroy you and your family.
Yeah.
And we thought it was even funnier that the caseworker decided yesterday that she was going to reach out to us and say, well, we can have a meeting at 3:30 today with you and your attorneys. And my attorney, Richard, just laughed at that.
Too little, too late, lady.
Yep.
Too little, too late.
Now, don't go in there asking for $10 million because you're not going to get it. So you go in and you sue each one of them for $100,000 and you're going to get it
right away.
I'm not really. I don't care about money. Money is not a thing.
But that's not the point. The point is, once we start digging in those pockets and these states got to start paying for the cruddy shit that their people are doing, they're going to learn.
Yeah, it's all about that getting insured too. You know, it's all about that being able. So the more lawsuits that we bring up on them, and the more that they lose, the harder it is for them to get insured, which gives them a harder job. And
Speaking on that, Darren, on their bonds and whatnot, our own Lisa Keefley's lawsuit is being filed next week.
oh, is it really?
Yeah, I was talking to her not too long ago.
Oh, good, good.
And hers is going after their bonds, and she names a lot of caseworkers and judges.
Does she really?
Mm-hmm.
That's good. Looks like we got a lot of talking to do for the main show on Saturday.
Yeah, yeah.
And when you sue on behalf of your daughter, make sure you sue as next friend. Don't go in there as her parents, because that lawsuit will be kicked out. You need to sue under the next friend thing.
So why would it be kicked out? Why would they kick it out?
Because parents can't go in there suing for their children, right? So the
okay,
federal law says you have to sue under next friend.
Gotcha. So you can't sue for your kids.
Right.
So you're saying, so Gunnar, you're saying file it underneath their bonds. Okay.
Well, that's exciting, Benny. I'm happy for you. I'm glad. I'm so glad that you stood up and you stood your ground. I just wish every parent would do that.
Yep.
I've been fighting since day one. And the funny part about it is they could put in any emails that I have sent. I've always had my constitutional rights at the bottom of that fucking email.
Good for you.
Yep. That's good stuff, Benny. See, so it's possible.
So you guys got to understand that, you know, when you're emailing these fucks, they're crooked as shit. You should be screenshotting the fuck out of everything that you send them.
Yeah.
Because I have all of it right here.
Careful, Vinny. That phone will end up missing somewhere, and so will Vinny. You keep saying stuff like that. You know,
they ain't ever going to get their hands on my phone because I've never left it in their custody or care.
Yeah, that's a fact. They tried to take it when you got arrested that time.
Yep. And look what I said in that video. No, you cannot.
Yeah, because even the Supreme Court said they have to have a warrant to get into your cell phone.
Yep.
That woman was going to secretly steal that and try to get his information out of it for the state.
But they didn't get that far, did they? No, sir, they did not.
They surely didn't, Vinny. So that's awesome. Good stuff. So what do you have for a recommendation for everybody that's out here that watches this show?
Start getting your lawsuits prepared, because I have a feeling that we're going to start seeing some justice here even more. There is movement all across the country, and it's big. There's been rally upon rally upon rally, and our voices are being heard tremendously.
Yeah.
And if you guys want to get a hold of Mr. Downing, I have his number and I have Miss Saxon's number. I can get it out to you guys. I did speak with them today as well. Both of them would like to do a show separately. So Tawana wants to do a show, and Miss Saxon, they're supposed to let me know as soon as they're available. So
that's awesome.
That they're willing to join our fight as well.
That's awesome. Good stuff, man. Good work. That's why I made you the manager, Vinny.
Yeah. So I'm trying to get some big players involved.
That's awesome.
Yeah, well, Maine's going through it right now because Maine's in hot water.
Right.
Maine is in some really shit hot water. Not only because of the athletes with the transgender, but because the schools up here are being called out all over social media about denying parents their rights and telling our kids that it's okay to defy their parents, and trying to allow transgender to happen in the schools under their medical care. That's a big no-no.
Well, you know that they put these help hotlines in these bathrooms starting at kindergarten, and you call the hotline, and after they say that you're fine, they tell you to go to trevorspace.com or .org, and they're teaching kids that they can be cats and Furbies. Now, I don't know what this shit is, okay? This is what I was told. And to be transgender and be all this stuff. Like I said, let me catch one of them in my grandson's bathroom. I'm gonna tear that bathroom apart.
Right?
Oh yeah, they've been pushing that up here. Like they've been pushing the furries on our kids, telling them to use a litter box, all kinds of shit. Matter of fact, the one father was at the school board that I was watching, and he said right to the school board, he said, "You want to allow a man in my daughter's bathroom while she is going to the bathroom? How about you let your wives come in while I take a piss?"
Mm.
They didn't like
Of
that.
course they didn't.
Yeah, of course not. They're not like that.
This state is bad. Like they're even trying to push budgets that not like Laurel's represents over 9,000 people, and they could not cast their vote because they censored her.
Wow. Oh,
Wow.
it's a plot thickness.
It's bad up here. People don't realize that Darren has been calling it from the get-go. Maine is the center of everything.
Yep.
It all flows down from us. It flows down.
Yep. People don't realize it, man.
Maine is one of the worst states for corruption. We were prime back in 2015 for corruption. Prime. We rated a big fat F.
Wow. Yeah, we didn't pass anything, right?
Nope.
Wow.
We failed across the board.
Wow.
You know what? So that surpasses West Virginia, where Tiff lives.
If you say that shit one more time.
That's why, Benny. That's why we are here. We're cleaning up everything up here in the state of Maine. We're doing good things. We're doing really, really good things up there in Maine. We're doing that. Benny Torres is up there. He's doing this. Had a lot of things going on up in Maine. Big things.
Oh man. So, yep. Well, what do we got left for tonight on the playlist, Benny?
I don't know. I know at 8:00 I'm gonna go participate in the meeting because I told Miss Stockton I'd be over there. So, but they do have the meeting tonight. So if anyone wants to participate, let me know. Shoot me a message. I have the link to their show.
What are they talking about?
They go over it. What it is the constitutional for justice. So they do discuss like constitutional things, what they're working on doing, their affidavits, their help to put together all kinds of stuff. It was basically it was geared towards mothers, but then they started adding the men to it, and now it's huge. Like I've gone on there 3 to 4 times, and me and my wife have both shared our stories. So you can share your story on there too.
Well, send me the link, Vinny. That's in 4 minutes.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm
I
going
can
to
do that right
bed.
now.
I mean, if you can record it, or they have a recording, I mean, I can watch it later, but
Yeah, causing danger. What's Athena saying there? Now they're blocked. They call them every time on the next set of behavior, and they're causing damage. Yeah, they don't care though, right? Athena, I don't know if you guys watched the show that Athena helped me out in last week when Tiff was gone, but man, what a story she has. What an awful story it is. Hello, Gunner. Yep, that's what they do, Vinny's mom. That's what they do. We preach it all the time. They just bullshit and lie their way through everything. And finally, you got someone that was ready to stand up to them, as in Vinny. And all of us that are here on this network, we're all getting ready to push forward in the face of these.
and everybody do a favor for all the shows, because we're being shadow banned. I need everybody to like, subscribe, and share, because since we're being shadow banned, unless we're liking, subscribing, and sharing, we're not getting out there. That's for all the shows,
Right.
Gunners, Vinnies, all of them, except on
Yeah, they are.
Facebook, because I got put in jail for sharing the shows.
Did you really?
Yeah, I did
Yes.
too. I finally got out of jail. I had a 3-day suspension.
For what? For what?
For sharing the show.
Why are they doing that?
I don't know. They put me in for 5.
You want to know why? It's because the owner of Facebook is going to be going down for charges himself.
Well, that ain't got nothing to do with us in the shows. When I did Gunner show, Brenda's, Vinny's, Abolish CP, I did all of them. And before I went to bed, and the next morning I went to comment, and there's a big red exclamation point. So I looked at it, and it was because I was sharing the shows on Facebook. Misinformation.
Guys, for misinformation. Ain't no misinformation here. We pride ourselves on that shit. I tell everybody, you don't tell any information out until you know it's 100% facts. Nobody on here, even though, you know, we tell you guys even to do this as your own, and it says entertainment purposes only, but I make sure that everybody knows, like, do not say a damn word unless you know it's fact.
And you know, that's the other thing. People can say what they want about Mr. Tanawa, but he showed me the video of him talking with the AG, and it was a great conversation they had. So you know, this ain't what people think it is. To have this done, you know, it pretty much puts them on notice. You violated the law, you violated the Constitution, and you violated this individual's rights.
And I'm sure the state constitution.
Yeah,
Which is number one
I'm
most
sure
important to
that's
them.
it. But I just wanted to say this one last thing, because I know Tiff wants to go to bed, and Darren, we got our show at 10 o'clock. But you know, keep fighting. Don't give up hope. Fight your heart out and keep trying. You got all these people here on this show, everyone else everywhere, that are fighting this together. And you got to lift your voices and get them heard. Stop being privatized. Stop posting in these groups, because a lot of these groups that are out here nowadays are spammers. And I've seen a lot of that lately. A lot.
And they're CPS workers.
Yep. Start posting it to your wall. You have a right to post it out on social media. That is your freedom of press and freedom of speech.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. All right, Benny, well, send me the link for the meeting that we got to be at in 2 minutes ago.
I did.
All right.
Yep, I did. Yep.
Cool beans.
I'll see you
See
guys.
you later, Benny. Yeah. So I'm gonna drift over to the 8 o'clock meeting and see what that's all about, Jeff.
All right, well, I'll call you tomorrow and see what you learned.
Yep. And tomorrow we'll have apparel up for you guys to take part in. So look forward to that too. That's really awesome that Benny's that's happening to him. That's so good.
That is good.
Makes all of this worth its while, you know. Like if it took all that time that we put in there with Benny and everything, if that's all we get out of it, then that's all we get. But some one person has won this fight, you know, and that's all that matters. Just keep them coming, you know.
One at a time. That's all we can do.
You know, and however they got to get there, they get there. We'll get them there too. So.
Yep.
All right, everybody. Have a good night. We'll catch you all tomorrow, same time, same place, with apparel. Even. Have a good night, Jeff.
Mowing down red coats, they wanted freedom. They had to fight, and now we take the sacrifice in vain. They loaded their muskets, fired them one by one. That's why we have the freedom to own a gun, but we are blowing it. These freedoms were created by those before us. They were to be something that stays. But now things are so corrupted, they're taking our rights away. Hey, Uncle Sam, where did you go? I called Washington today, but nobody's home. We all want to stand for our freedom, but nobody wants to do it today. Can't you see time is a waste and the Constitution we love is fading? Don't tread on the reality, or the USA will be the next casualty. We are here for freedom, those we will protect. Unite for the values we cherish, but watch everything perish. Our men have fought for our freedoms, many women have too. Their blood spilled upon the ground, with the news many frown. They paid a price that many won't pay, now we are letting the cause fade away. The graves are being neglected by the actions of so many deceptive. The freedoms they fought for in every world war, conflict or mission, so many stayed behind signing petitions, while those away dying were there to protect them. It's time to wake up in the USA. We are all slipping away into the darkness we once ran from. It's getting worse every day. Now they are taking our children more and more every day. No soldier ever fought for taking our children away. This is not why they bled for our freedom. They didn't die for some cheap pay. We all need to come together, fight this corruption, and it starts today. We need to wake up America, go back to parades, remember true family values, laugh again as children play. These are the things we fought for, 200 years strong, but now we're losing all of this. Don't tread on me does exist. So rise up and be strong. We don't have to go along. We need to push back now, like our forefathers did. It's time to bring back the way it was, when families lived together, all that mattered was love. It's not always easy to take back what they have grabbed. With all of us together we can do it, two loving children and mom and dad. This is our country, it's called USA. So many have fallen, say don't tread on me today. It's time to wake up in the USA. We are all slipping away into the darkness we once ran from. We once ran from. It's getting worse every day. Now they are country, it's called.
As always, let's go, Brandon.